Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Juan from idjnow, and I'm here with Andy from AKAI Professional, and I'm excited to see some of this new product that's hitting the ground very soon, the Force that's right behind me. And so, Andy, I'm gonna pass off the mic to you, and you can tell me some features about this new unit.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Nice to meet you, man. So, yeah, obviously there's been a lot of information that's already gone out since we announced just over a week ago. You know, and Force really is a product that breaks the boundaries in so many different ways. Not only does it talk to producers, singer-songwriters, live guitarists, it talks to the whole new generation of DJ production, live remixing, live performance, which is an area that everyone's trying to move to, you know. But there hasn't really been any technology out there to do something like that all in one device.
Exactly. Correct.
So this is fully standalone. As you can see, it's 64 pads, it's clip based, so you're dealing with audio and MIDI clip-based patterns, so you can basically populate this how you want. And the great thing about it, you can use it how you want to perform. So if I'm a DJ, I can mash up and do live remixes. If I'm a live performer, we've got facilities on here for that as well. So we've got inbuilt synth engines, we've got 4 synth engines, all right? So I could go to, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to a new track here, plug in, open up my plugin. I've got a synth here. We've got 4 hype, tube synth, electric, and bassline. So bassline kind of gives you that 303 vibe. Hype is just like everything you could think of. So it's got 2,500 presets. So you're really well covered. The OLEDs here underneath the knobs, fantastic, because this tells you everything that's going on as well for live performance and just for interacting with the hardware. So if I hold down knobs, I can go screen, and this will follow me around all the time. So if I then want to get into my controls, cut off resonance and stuff on the synths, I can access all of that stuff, and it's all pre-mapped for you as well. So there's and it's really tactile and simple to get to, all right? We've got gorgeous mixer, it's all full color as well, so you can see everything corresponds to the tracks, right? Very straightforward. But then we've got very high-end effects. So we've got all of the Air Music technology effects in here, which have all been, you know, which came originally from Pro Tools. So the effects side of this is stunning. It really pushes the boundaries of what you can do. Again, what you can do in a standalone device. Crossfade, so important, especially for live remix and stuff. Very easy to assign. Hold down A, everything in A will go orange, everything B will be red to the right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So some really, really simple but cool features there. And another thing you'll notice is that I can jump between different windows. So my matrix is here, and I can see my matrix there. But then if I'm in my synth, I could go to notes mode, and then I've got all the different notes, scales, harmonies, but I can still launch my clips at the same time, right? Or I press these together, right? And then I've got my clips here and my notes there, right? And then I can have something different on the screen. Synth, clips, notes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Quite crazy, isn't it?
That is.
You know, so how tactile that is to be able to jump through 3 different workflows there. Well, actually 4: synth, controls, clips, and the notes mode. And you got the mutes and the solos. Sorry, mutes and the crossfader, right? All of that just there at your fingertips. And that's the part for me that when I'm doing stuff on here, it takes you, it takes you into a new zone when you're making music. It's totally crazy. So let's get down to the real fun stuff, okay? So I'm just going to flip this over here. Now, I'll show you how easy it is to do stuff. So we've got a vocal here, right? Going to turn the effects off. Bit of delay on it. But the tempo of that is 88. So let's time stretch it in real time.
That easy.
So, but now let's remix the track. Bring in my kick.
Tell me
That was all done with one hand. I don't know if you guys hear that. I was gonna get the mic a little closer to the.
Yeah, one hand.
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Bring some vocals in. Build it up. Keep the kick going. Cats. So all my patterns, step sequencer. So step mode. So we can start programming live. So that's what you can do if you're a DJ, right? And I'm doing that, holding the mic, using one hand, just remixing the track live. What you can do with two hands, right, is insane. Especially when you start bringing in your own tracks, your own samples, loops, and everything. It's, you know, the workflow is so simple. And I'm not even going into touching the controls for like live mode and stuff, so I can start, you know, really messing with the sound, adding more effects. Like, just for example, right, if I go into let me go to check this out. So track 4, you will love this. So bring this in. So I've got, I love this effect so much, right? And I've actually said it in videos already. Mm-hmm. This is my favourite effect at the moment. Okay, so everyone will be like, oh, he's playing that effect again. So filter gate, I love this.
Oh wow, that filter gate is so really cool.
Flip it even more.
That's even more,
Let's bring it in already. You know how, you know, that's how easy that you can just re-flip the remix.
Right.
And again, you know, the reason why I've populated it this way is because it's easy to kind of show people what I'm doing. But you can populate this with different loops, different drums, different vocal chops, whatever, and decide how you want to go out and play live. Or you can just, like I said, you can use the step sequencer, right? So let's start off with, let's mute some of this, all right? Let's go to our drums, which is here. And if I go to load, content, kits, I can yeah. So we can go.
I did have a question.
Yeah.
As far as the audio inputs,
yeah.
That you can bring in samples via USB or via USB, or
we could bring in samples with Splice.
With Splice, wow.
Yeah. So
I like that.
I could go into Splice. I don't have this set up at the moment. I can go into. I've actually imported stuff already from Splice into my browser.
Besides Splice, you could also bring it in through analog in.
Yeah, you bring, here we go. Splice is my Splice browser. Go in, my packs, there's all my packs. And they're all imported via Wi-Fi, literally. So I connect to my account, and anything that's in my account will auto-update and put it into my browser all the time, which is super cool. Again, you know, we can load in stems, so we can do full live sets. You know, it's really up to you, but so many producers and DJs are the same person now. They all want to make music, they want to take out their own stuff. Now, once you stem it out of Ableton or Logic or whatever you want to do, you can just put it straight in. But obviously we've got Ableton integration coming in about 6 to 8 weeks as well, which, and the amazing thing about that is, go to menu, Ableton control mode. Now, Ableton control mode, right, is, if I've got this hooked up, I don't have this hooked up at the moment. Ableton control mode is where I can run Force in standalone mode and control Ableton at the same time, which means, and what that means is I can bounce between both pieces of hardware. So this is fully functional, right? But then I have Ableton on my screen, and I'm jumping between modes, right? Which is insane. Yeah, it's really exciting. If you're someone who also wants to create something from scratch, right? So again, super easy. I'm just going to delete some of these tracks. Okay, so I'm just going to delete these. I've got nothing going on. I'm just going to get rid of that one. Kind of go to drums. Okay, so this is drums. I now go to my load content, my kits, and I'm going to type in deep house. Choose that one. Sounds kind of cool. Yeah, choose that one. So now I've got that kit in here. Okay, there's my kit. I'm going to create a pattern, and I can start that pattern. There's nothing going on. It's completely empty. All right, and I go to my step sequencer. So now we're running.
Preview the sounds before you sequence it. That's great. And then drum tracks.
So you can think that workflow is what everyone's accustomed to.
The quickest workflow I've seen ever.
Yeah, and that's just one track.
Yeah.
You can add your bass lines, you can bring in all the other synths, use the same tactile approach. So you can see for DJ perspective, if I'm live DJing, if I'm producing kind of DJ, if I'm a STEM kind of DJ, I've got every kind of workflow covered for that type of user. And that's where the market had this huge hole in it for that kind of producer, because they're all the same now. Every DJ is making his own music and wants to play it out live as well. Yeah, man.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much,
Pleasure.
Andy. And there you guys have it, the AKAI Force, which is really a force to be reckoned with. This thing is hot item. All right, guys.
Absolutely.
Tune in. Check out our other videos. If you have any questions, leave it on the comments below.